Arizona launches a first-in-the-nation permit finder to streamline broadband deployment. A massive R&D investment announced by Nokia. Metronet reaches 3 million locations on its all-fiber network. And Congress reauthorizes the state and local cybersecurity grant program. Those stories and more on This Week in the Broadband Universe. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Craig Corbin. Arizona this week launching an interactive statewide map designed to speed up broadband permitting and streamline deployment. Lauded as first in the nation, the Arizona Permit Finder is for informational purposes only and is intended to assist users in identifying broadband projects that may require permits and cross-agency considerations. The app is not exhaustive and does not replace statutory, regulatory, and other such requirements from NTIA. The Permit Finder centralizes agency contacts. Arizona state leaders look for the tool to boost access in rural and underserved areas. Nokia plans to invest $4 billion on advanced networking R&D, along with manufacturing capacity and CHIPS Act-aligned projects in Texas, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Research and development will target mobile, fixed, optical, IP, data center, and defense-related technologies, along with semiconductor design and testing. This initiative adds to the company's $2.3 billion investment linked to its acquisition of Infinera earlier this year. Legislation called the Pillar Act, Protecting Information by Local Leaders for Agency Resilience, has been passed by the U.S. House of Representatives. The act would reauthorize the state and local cybersecurity grant program through 2033. The SLCGP has helped protect government services and critical infrastructure against cyber attacks ranging from individual hackers to criminal syndicates and nation states. No word on the amount of potential funding. Up next, awaiting action in the Senate Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs to determine if the reauthorization will advance. Another major tower operator taking legal action against Dish Wireless. Crown Castle filing suit this week, not long after American Tower did the same, to demand that Dish honor its long-term lease commitments regardless of the intent to offload large portions of its wireless business via spectrum sale transactions. Crown Castle's lawsuit was filed in the U.S. District Court for the District of Colorado and argues that Dish is attempting to use planned divestitures to avoid fully enforceable long-standing contractual obligations as defined in the Master Services Agreement. At stake, billions of dollars in contractual value. In other news, Metronet has just surpassed the 3 million location threshold with its 100% fiber optic network, a first among dedicated fiber providers. It took the company 17 years from its founding to reach the 1 million location mark, then just 2 more years to hit the 2 million, and a bit more than a year to reach 3 million homes and businesses. Earlier this year, Metronet was acquired by a joint venture of T-Mobile and KKR. Metronet now serves more than 300 communities in 19 states across the country. Telecommunications cyber rules enacted following the Salt Typhoon espionage campaign have been terminated. The FCC voted 2-1, with Chairman Brendan Carr and Commissioner Olivia Trusty voting in favor, Commissioner Ana Gomez dissenting. Salt Typhoon involved the hacking of many prominent U.S. telecommunications companies and the theft of metadata of most American citizens. A number of senators had urged the FCC not to rescind the cybersecurity rules. Bidding for Warner Brothers Discovery slated to reach the second round on Monday, December 1st. Paramount, Skydance, Comcast, and Netflix have all been asked to submit bids that are higher than the original proposals. That according to Variety and Bloomberg News. Following the second round, Warner Brothers Discovery may enter a period of exclusive negotiations with one of the companies. Paramount Skydance, interested in acquiring Warner Brothers Discovery in its entirety. Comcast and Netflix looking only at the streaming and studio operations. And speaking of Comcast, the cable operator has agreed to make a voluntary payment of $1.5 million to settle the FCC data breach investigation stemming from the 2024 incident, which exposed personal information of nearly 240,000 customers. under the consent decree. Comcast also agrees to implement a compliance plan, including improved vendor oversight practices. It took 2 months, but Televisa Univision channels are back on YouTube TV. The new deal will see Televisa Univision's U.S. channels, that's Univision, Unimas, TUDN, and Galavision, back on the base tier and Spanish language plans of YouTube TV. YouTube's VIX streaming service will also be available for the first time ever in Mexico. And finally, ever wonder about the top communications services and just how large their market caps are? Well, Alphabet just surpassed the $4 trillion mark this week. Meta in second at $1.55 trillion. Rounding out the top five, Netflix, $453 billion. T-Mobile, $231 billion. And the Walt Disney Company at $181.99 billion, just edging out AT&T. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on This Week in the Broadband Universe.